What's happening, guys? This is Bharat Nagpal for iGame.in, and today we're going to be reviewing the new LG L70. This is a dual SIM phone, roughly available for around 13,000 price bracket, or the 13,000 price bracket roughly in the Indian market. Now, if you talk about the specifications, it's slightly different from the L90 that we saw in our previous video, and more or less the same sort of build quality and design. You do have a smaller display. This one is a 4.5-inch display, and you do have lesser specs inside of this. So instead of the Qualcomm Snapdragon 400, you have the Qualcomm Snapdragon 200 CPU, along with more or less the same in terms of GPU, but you have the 302 instead of the 305. This device is running Android KitKat out of the box. The screen is a 480 by 800 pixel display, so you do have lesser resolution for the 4.5-inch display, but it continues to be an IPS LCD display. You continue to get Gorilla Glass 2 on here, which is again impressive in terms of build quality. Now, this device has 1 GB of RAM and 4 GB of storage, and you can extend the storage to up to 32 GB according to your requirements. On the back is a 5 megapixel camera, which is an autofocus camera, and in the front is a VGA camera, which is over here, which is pretty terrible. Now you can see we have this really cool widget on screen, which is also available on the L90, and since we did a review of the L90 without SIM cards, we thought we'll do this one with SIM cards. So you can see it shows you the brand name of your SIM, and you can quickly switch SIM card from here. So it allows you to quickly switch the SIM card, and it tells you what your primary SIM is to make phone calls, which is again quick and easy, and once you start using this, you get quite used to it. Now you do get a bunch of standard LG applications over here. So Quick Memo allows you to quickly make a memo on top of this, so that's good. I mean, if you use something like this, you do a lot of note taking, this will come in handy. And then these quick slide applications that for a 13,000 rupee phone work actually pretty well, and they don't cause the device to lag up, and the smoothness continues to work. And you can of course control their visibility, which is great. And you can also have a dialer on screen at all times, so you can quickly dial a phone call if you want to do that. Like I said with the L90 video, I don't ever use them, and I don't intend on using them. You can go into Google Now, and it does work very well with Google Now, and you can just say, "Okay Google, what is the weather like?" So my favorite question from Google. It's almost like hell, but it's always hazy. It's 38 degrees Celsius. But anyway, so overall, those kind of things work really well. Overall screen is very fluid. I didn't expect this from a device of this value, so pretty impressive in terms of that. You can see nice and large dialer. You jump into your contacts, etc. from here, really easy. Anyway, going back into messaging, you can see that messaging works well. And you do have the LG keyboard that again you can customize, punctuate, etc. You can go into additional settings, and you can set the keyboard theme. You can download a bunch of themes like we did on the L90, but then you need the LG Smart World application to download keyboard themes. So you have a bunch of themes here that you can download and install on the L70 as well as the L90. So as far as apps are concerned, this device runs a basic set of applications. Google apps are preloaded and easy to use. You do get a bunch of LG applications, including the video player, the photo application. And then you have the Smart World application that also allows you to download many applications for the use of LG services on this device, which is good. Now you can see that we have installed a bunch of apps here, so I'm going to run Quadrant Advanced to show you what the system information looks like over here. You can see it's running Android 4.2, 1.2 gigahertz on dual cores, and out of the 1 GB promised, we have slightly less RAM. The resolution is over here. The display is running on the 305 GPU, and if you come into here, the number of sensors is quite less compared to the ones that we saw on the L90, so quite a lot of difference over there. If you want, I can run a quick benchmark for you guys as well, and I should actually do that. Let me go into this here, go back, and I'll run a full benchmark. These guys are really fingerprint friendly, both the L90 and the L70. So if you get annoyed with fingerprints as much as I do, you might want to get something like this. It's a anti-glare fingerprint protector, or it's an anti-glare screen protector which also prevents fingerprints on the device. This one's the S4. We just updated this to KitKat. So mostly all our phones have been updated to KitKat, which is nice. I'm happy with that. So you can see that frame rates are pretty good on this, even when the quadrant benchmark is running. We should get a good score on this as well, just like we did on the L90. So because in terms of performance, these devices are pretty good. Let me show you the result real quick. You can see it's gotten a 5,271. The L90 got somewhere in the 8,000, and you can see the total result over here as well. So overall, pretty happy with the device. It works really well, performance is good, and last thing I'm gonna do is show you guys that gaming works on this really well. We have Subway Surfers Vancouver edition. I mean, gaming is pretty good. We even played Dead Trigger on this, and that works fairly decently well. I mean, I can show you a bit of gaming, but you'll just have to take my word for it. It's smooth. It can handle mostly all games. I mean, of course, if you start playing Asphalt on this guy, you can't, because the RAM is pretty low, and the device will lag up and crash up. So, I mean, it is a basic use phone. In comparison to the Moto G, it has quite a lot less. But it does add a bunch of features. You do have a quick swim switcher. You do have a bunch of LG applications that come loaded onto this. Technically, and in all likelihood, the Moto G would be my recommendation if I was going in for a device of this value. The Moto G works really well. It gets the latest Android updates out of the box, and the performance. And you can see our review on the LG L90 as well as the Moto G, because I personally feel that that device gives you a lot more on the inside, and in India you do get a dual SIM variant of that as well. So with respect to all of that, I feel that the Moto G does win, but this device is in its all entirety pretty good. Again, a very slippery back panel on the back, which I'm not very happy with, and the camera on this is just very basic, very normal. Color reproduction is good, but apart from that, the camera is very basic. It's a 5-megapixel camera. And video wise, you don't get anything more than a WVGA video, which, to be quite honest, I'm not happy with. So overall, the device is a very basic device from LG with decent build quality, and honestly, for this price bracket, I would recommend that you go for the Moto G. But if you're looking for slightly something better will offer you slightly more, the L90 seems like a better bet. So save up some money or choose the Moto G. That's our review. Thank you guys for watching. You can read the full review on iGyan.in, catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/iGyan, youtube.com/iGyanTV for iGyan Network. Thank you guys for watching.